So, I know it's been a while since I made a video. I've been really busy with some stuff, but I passed everything. I passed my truck part, and the guy told me that I did an excellent job, my examiner. I passed my school bus part. Now, I was nervous about that, but I passed everything. So I'm very, very excited about that. And I wanted to go ahead. I didn't want to make a video about me, passing a truck and I have to go back and then talk about somebody's phone ringing, about me doing the school bus. So I just want to go ahead and pass on both, not jinx myself, And I'm very proud of myself. When I did the truck, I was up half of the night, and I was so nervous. Like when I was driving to the MVA or the DMV, whatever you want to call it. I hit 8, and before I got there, I was like, oh my God, I'm, talking to one of my friends. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna throw up. Like, I'm so nervous. And he was like, Asia, calm down. Like, you're fine. You got it. So, but I did my pre-trip. I was so nervous. I was like, okay, just if you gotta think about it, just think about it. I did a good job with that. The maneuvers were easy. Then I get on the road test. And I'm so nervous, when the guy gets in the truck, I'm steadily like wiping my palms and stuff on my pants like this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm so nervous. And he was like, no, like calm down, it's okay. And I caught myself one time at the stoplight doing the same thing, and I'm like, oh my God, like I'm so nervous. And he was like, ma'am, you're fine. He was like, you're okay, trust me. You're doing a great job. I don't understand why you're so nervous. You're fine. So, I was very, very, happy with myself, especially when we got closer to the course. He was like, you've been around trucks, haven't you? And I'm like, yeah, my dad's been driving for 27 years. And, I've been around them since I was little, since I can remember. And he was like, I can tell. I'm not, he's like, you can tell just how you can just tell. He was like, by your, how can I put it? He could just tell, okay? I can't put it into words right now. It's late. I've had a long day. And, he told me, I think, you should continue driving a manual. He said, you did very good on your gears. And actually, out of the many licenses that I've done from people that come from the school that you've been at, you have left a mark on me. You did an amazing job. And I was like, oh my God, like thank you. I couldn't stop smiling. I've been waiting for this for years. Like, I was very, very happy with myself. Now the school bus, I was so nervous because of the fact that I didn't really have interest in the school bus, but I knew if I didn't get it, then they were going to switch up the laws and yada, 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 and all this other crazy stuff. So, the pre-trip was different. Not too different, just the things on the motor was out of order that I was used to. You gotta check the doors and the wheelchair lifts, all the extra lights. The whole inside is different, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is something like, I'm scared about this part. The maneuvers were fine. I felt like it was just driving a big car. It was just you had to watch the tail end of it. That wasn't too bad. But I was nervous about the pre-trip. Very nervous. But I passed it and got all that out of the way. And my license should be here in a few days. So, I've talked to the lady at Prime, and I am gonna go with them as my first company. She was very, very, very nice, and she told me whenever I was ready, just keep in contact with her, fill my application out, call her, let her know so she could pull it, look over everything, and go ahead and send me my orientation dates. And since I already had my CDLs, I would have like 3 days of orientation, and then, you know, my 40,000 miles of training with a trainer and stuff like that. But I didn't have to go to Springfield, Missouri, so I'm nervous. I think the more I think about it, I'm getting a little bit nervous because I've never really been away from home. But I mean, it's time for me to grow up. It's time for me to be a big girl and put on my big girl panties, and you know, it's time for me to move out, get my own place, get a new car, you know. And I'm very excited. I can just picture me now, just riding down the road, just a few more weeks of this restaurant stuff, because these past few weeks have been horrible. Like, it's bad when you get up every morning and you contemplate, is it worth it? Is this really worth my headache every day? Like, something's wrong, this is wrong, that's wrong, this one's got an attitude, that one's got an attitude, this one's is upset and complaining. Is it really worth it? And I'm like, you know what? I got a car payment, I got car insurance, I gotta make sure I have the means to survive, so I don't have to, you know, ask my parents. I'm 21 years old. I understand I live with them and stuff, but I shouldn't have to ask them for anything. You know, I gotta be able to make sure my dog, you know, has food. You know, when something happens, I can take him to the vet and stuff like that. You know, but it's bad. It's getting bad when you contemplate every time you have to go to work. Like, is it really worth it? And I'm like, you know what? Get up. You might as well go. I don't have that much longer, and I'll tell you what. My last day, I'm gonna do a happy dance out of that kitchen. So, I mean, I'm excited. A little nervous, especially when I first leave away from home. I'm gonna be a little nervous. But I'm probably gonna call my dad and ask him tens of thousands of questions, because I'm probably gonna get on my trainer's nerves. Because when I see somebody doing something I'm not really understanding what's going on, I tend to ask, well, what are you doing? Well, why are you doing it like that? Or it has to be done that way? Or is there a different way you can do it? You know, I went on the truck with my friend not too long ago, a few months ago, and I felt bad because I think I was getting on his nerves because I was just asking him questions and more questions, and I'm like, I know I'm probably getting on your nerves. He was like, no. He was like, you know, it's a good thing that you're asking questions, because you're willing to learn, and I'm here to help you. So the dog is outside making noises. When they start making noises, something ain't right. But I passed. I'm really excited. All the class is done and over with. Now it's time to move on to my next step. I have a goal, and I'm gonna keep pushing until I accomplish my goal. And like I probably told you guys before, I want to buy my own. I seen this guy the other day in this lime green, I think he said it was a 2016 Peterbilt 389. Oh my goodness, it's so pretty. And he had the trailer to match it. And I'm just like, you know what? That's gonna be me one day. It's gonna be me. So, you know, I just wanted to share the news with you guys and let everybody know that I passed. I know I probably kept you guys waiting for a long time. I haven't done a video in a long time. I just been busy doing other stuff. I keep waving my hand in front of the camera. I'm sorry. But until next time.